Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here and welcome back to another Star Wars video. Today we are doing short stories from the Legends timeline and they take place in 22 BBY. They are all part of the Hero of Cartao short story. It's broken up into 3 parts. All 3 parts are found in Star Wars Insider. First part's in 68, second in 69, and third in 70. All 3 parts of Hero of Cartao are by Timothy Zahn. Part 1 is called Hero's Call, and it takes place 1 year after the Battle of Geonosis. Palpatine's aide, Kinman Doriana, and Emil Kersages, a shuttle driver, arrived at the Sparty Creations manufacturing plant on Cartao. Jedi Jafer Torres and Corf Benali, son of Lord Palester Benali, who is a powerful figure that runs the plant, see Doriana's shuttle approaching. Corf and Jafar met with Palester and Doriana. They are going to go into the plant, which is very restricted with no windows, as Palpatine is interested in the productivity of the plant for the Republic, especially since Cartao is still neutral in the war. A species called the Kranskak operate the plant and are the reason for its effectiveness and adaptability. If Doriana could find a way to duplicate the effectiveness of the plant off Cartao, the Senate, Palpatine, and the Jedi Council have given Doriana a directive to take over the plant. Doriana told Palester to put the non-Kranskak workers under a fake medical quarantine for 4 weeks while the Kranskak work on building military materials for the Republic. Palester reluctantly agreed. Jafar attempted to stop it, but was quickly shut down by Doriana after he reminded Jafar that this was authorized by the Jedi Council. Doriana reported his progress to Sidious. Doriana does not know that Sidious and Palpatine are the same person, which is interesting because I had thought in the past that Doriana had covered up some stuff for Palpatine that made it kind of obvious that he was evil, but hey. 1 week later, the Separatists have sent a landing ship to Cartao. Jafar was able to take down 3 of the fighters before bringing Corf back to the house. Sparty is being used to create new cloning tanks by the Republic. They will be 10 times more efficient than the tanks used on Kamino. Commander Roshton is leading the clone defense of the plant. Benali would rather hand over the plant to the Separatists rather than have a battle fought inside it. Roshton refused to hand it over as there are civilian workers still inside the plant. Benali has a tunnel to his house from the plant he will use to evacuate the civilians. The clones were able to disable the first tank coming out of the landing ship, stalling the droid attack. This also let the clones retreat through the plant and down the tunnel, letting the clones choose a new location for the battle to occur outside of the plant. Roshton said it was now up to the Separatists to keep the plan safe and functioning. Part 2, Heroes Rise. 2 days later, the droids took control of the plant following the clone retreat, and the battle has been a stalemate since. Doriana reported an update to Palpatine, then shortly after hanging up also reported an update to Sidious. A couple Neimoidians with a lot of droids arrived at Benali's mansion. Tak Ashel, commander of the Cartao Expeditionary Army, and Dif Gihad, master creator of new products, are the Neimoidians that entered Benali's mansion. They have barged into Benali's office where he, Jafar, and Corf are. The Neimoidians took Corf hostage until his father could get the plant operational again. Jafar, saying he was Corf's tutor, asked to come with the boy as he had tests to do that day. The Neimoidians agreed, not suspecting he was a Jedi. The clones took out a good amount of the droids in defensive positions outside the Benali mansion. During the explosions, Jafar was able to take Corf from the Neimoidians. When Jafar lit his lightsaber and destroyed 2 droids, the Neimoidians made no protest for their prisoners and ran to the transports with what was left of their droids' protection. The clones were positioned between Benali's mansion and the plant and continued shooting at the transport ships and its exports as it retreated back to the plant. The Separatists responded by sending 2 more landing ships and occupying land in a perimeter outside of the plant. They have tripled their force on Cartao. The Republic has sent reinforcements to Cartao, but an exact ETA is currently unknown. Benali, Jafar, Corf, Doriana and some clones are hiding out in Benali's safe room under the basement while droids occupy his mansion. Republic light cruiser Whipsaw has arrived in orbit. It is commanded by General Fifi Tis. They are sending ships with 400 clones onto Cartao. They will land in a half an hour. That puts the clone numbers up to 1,400 and the droid numbers at around 15,000. The Whipsaw will attack the droid control ship to attempt to shut down the droids on Cartao. Rashton and Jafar easily fought through the droids occupying the Benali mansion. They are going to stage an attack outside one of the plant's entrances to draw out the droids inside the plant. Jafar captured the Neimoidians while the clones held off the droids. The Whipsaw took out the control ship, but only temporarily. The droids got the Neimoidians back from Jafar and trapped Rashton and many clones inside the plant. They also shot at the ground above the tunnel, collapsing it. The Separatists have created a more compact control device that can be utilized on planet as a backup in case the control ship is destroyed, like in this case. Part 3. Hero's End. Doriana was searching the city after the battle. He took a data card from a dead clone. Doriana was then approached by a squad of 6 droids. He was able to get past them using a data card given to him by Sidious, which allowed him to send the droids back a couple minutes. Jafar saw the droids let him go, but did not hear the conversation. Jafar is taking Doriana to Benali's greenhouse, which they are hiding out in, while Benali's mansion is controlled by droids. They have rearranged the plants to block their view from the outside. Jafar and Benali met with the clones that survived the battles outside of the plant. The clones are going to attack the on-planet control device, which Jafar believes to be in the first landing ship as a diversion for Jafar to enter the plant through a tunnel which is not on a map. This will allow him to get Rashton and his clones, as well as their civilian workers, out of the plant secretly. Jafar got the clones out. Rashton left the civilians inside, because they were going to join the distraction, attempting to actually take out the droid control, ending the battle, and leaving no need to evacuate civilians. A Republic ship, supposedly with Jedi, joined the fight, firing on the plant, crashing and exploding the plant, putting it out of commission. Jafar did see Jedi robes and lightsabers among the wreckage, confirming there were Jedi in charge of the ship. Jafar's goal was to get to the bottom of who sent them and why they had the instructions they did. Doriana reported to Sidious. Sidious said they were fake Jedi with some lightsabers and robes used as props. Sidious does not want to just kill the Jedi. He needs to make sure the people of the galaxy do not like the Jedi, meaning they will be happy when the Jedi are gone. Cartao and its system blame the Jedi for the plant being destroyed, which also heavily weakens their economic ability. That's all I've got for this short story. I think the only big plus for this group of stories was showing how much influence Kinman Doriana is able to do for both Palpatine and Sidious, mostly Sidious because Sidious is just Palpatine, and how much influence Sidious really has on the whole galaxy. Every time you hear another story about Sidious running things, you realize how much he's really controlling in this galaxy. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.